Boom, boom, this is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We got a little bit of DanMachi Memoria Freeze up today. I want to go ahead and put out this video because they got a new event and I wanted to speak about a few things that are happening in relation to this game. Now, as you know, if you watched my previous video that I did day before yesterday, I think it was, Mask for the Dead global version was shut down. It's shutting down in 2 months. So a lot of people have been looking for something to play, and a few of them, and starting into quite more than a few of them, have actually stumbled across this game. I hope it was from my channel. So they're coming over to DanMachi Memoria Freeze. A lot of them watch the anime, but because they were spending a lot of time on Mask for the Dead, they really didn't have time to spend on this game. So to those new to the game, welcome. So I wanted to go ahead and put out a little video about it here. They just had a new event that comes up, so I'll go ahead and talk a little bit about that. And I'll talk about a gacha pool that they've instituted as well that is a little unusual, which I think will benefit to anybody who's new to the game. So let's go ahead and talk about the update first. So we got an event. The new event, Xenos Valentine has been going on for some time. You of course want to continue on that simply because it gets you a limit break. Xenos, right? It's a four-star limit break for Golden Sweetie Ray. If you want to get that, again, as I've said before, free-to-play characters are not as good as the gacha draw characters, but that's the way you start out. And you can see even Wallenstein Valentine has a 4-star limit break free character. They're not as powerful as the gacha characters, but you use them, you limit break them, and you get them, build them up, and then you use them to do higher level story modes and higher level events to get more iris, which allows you to draw more on the gacha. So it's all a circle, okay? So as long as you play the game, you're really not going to need much in terms of to purchase much of anything. It's a very, very free-to-play friendly game. Now, so that's been going on for some time, since January 27. This is the new ones up. It's called Wallenstein Valentine. It's a chance to get a 4-star limit break Love Lesson Makoto. So free limit break character again, especially if you're a new character, something that you want to work for. But you only have to do is complete it on very hard, and you'll get the final bond that you need to break her. Right here. You get that, you'll have the 5-star. That'll be your 5th bond, and you'll be able to fully limit break her. So, and you should be able to do it with free-to-play characters. The events are not scaled. Even the very hard are not scaled to be difficult. Okay, this is very hard right here, and you can usually tell inversely based on stamina how difficult an event's going to be. And the stamina on these is pulling at 70. So this is a level 70. This is not difficult. A fairly decent team of adventurers with a couple bonds on them will have no trouble at all completing this. I never did. Once you get the free-to-play characters and get them leveled up from the events, you can just start beating this stuff. Okay, and then, it gives you a chance to get more iris, and then more iris means more draws on the gachas. So that's what it is. So definitely, you want to get in there, of course, do the exchange. As always, anything that's got a number by it, on a limited number, go for it, because that means it's a good item. So make sure you got everything in here. This is a standard chocolate event. Okay, your standard chocolate Valentine's Day. Yeah, I give chocolate type of thing. And so Eyes is going to make some chocolate, and that's what it's focused on. It's funny watching Eyes stumble around trying to do that. So that's the event. Okay, there's also a Familia event up. Wrong box. Familia. I suggest you join Familia if you start the game, just because of the fact that you get a buff from your Familia skills, so it helps. There's also events like this where you can work with your Familia members to actually get rewards from doing this, the Familia Royale. It's just basically you go up against a bunch of bosses that they're opening up. I haven't really had a chance to jump into it today. I did this once real quick. I'm going to need to readjust my team because they do out a lot of debuffing on that one. But yeah, so that's up. So you want to focus on that. And then Arena Wargaming is back. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that as well, because you get iris and stuff for that. And also there's the events. If you're a certain level, there's a special event chain up for 20 events to get some special rewards, but you have to be a certain level to get those. All right, so that's the standard event that is up. Now let's talk about what I really wanted to make this event for. They got a gacha up, and it's a score associated with the Wallenstein Valentine event. First gacha, it's a bitter gacha, and the gacha is for Sweet Princess Eyes and Pretty Lady Ryu. And then you've got Hestia as the assist, which, as you can see, is not a bad assist. Magic resist 15%, and then crit, pin, and counter. All those are reduced by 15%. So she's definitely not a bad assist. Light, earth, okay? Magic and physical. So light magic and an earth physical. As you can see, the Ryu is no buff. We've got a positive damage plus 70. Then we've got physical resists, temp strength boost. So everything that you want to see. She's got her. There's got a magic plus 70 for 4 turns. Crit rate, which is extremely important. And then she's got ultra light magic attack with magic boost and damage received. All single targets plus 25% for 2 turns. So a buff. Okay. So the light tends to focus on the buffing and assisting first. Unless you're Asfi, and then you just annihilate everyone, so it doesn't really matter. But Asfi's the strongest, one of the strongest characters in the game. She's a light character. So you've got Sweet Princess and Pretty Lady Ryu. Remember those 2 names. Okay, it's a discounted rerun gacha, so it's only 3,000 to do the 10 pools. Guaranteed 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 to get a 4-star. One of the banner characters, whether it be Eyes, Ryu, or Hestia. 3,000. Okay, now hold on a second. Another banner. Gotcha details. Bingo. Same characters. Pretty Lady Ryu, Sweet Princess Eyes Wallenstein. Yes, I've checked all of the skills to make sure that they were in fact the same character, and they are. Another good thing about this is the actual assist. This is what you want. You want to try to get every single team you make. You want to have an assist on at least one character that buffs whatever attack you are doing. In this case, all allies light and earth attack damage plus 15%, making this an excellent assist for a light or earth team. So both light or earth, she would be an excellent assist. So you definitely, if you get a copy of her and get a couple copies of her, do not be upset. It's a good character. But this is the same character, same thing. 3,000, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 4 guaranteed, so you're going to get a Ryu or a Sweet. So this is a chance, a good chance that you have a chance to max out a Ryu or an Eyes. So you definitely want to consider this. For 6,000, it's a chance to fully limit break possibly 2 characters. They're going to have 10 pools. Doubtful that you'll get every single pool, but you might at least be able to do 1, or at least get both of them to 3 or 4. And then you just need the bond or 2 that you can get, Prism Star Bonds to actually complete them. But this is a very, very good chance to do that. Now, believe it or not, I've been playing the game for quite some time, and I do not have a fully limit broke Eyes. I've got a copy of just about every single version of her, which is like 20 of them out there. But I've got one that's at 3 stars or 2 stars. I've got Sparkle, I think it's Sparkle Princess at 2 stars. And then I've got like 1 bonds for several others, but I've never been able to get the same character. It seems like whenever there's a gacha for her, I don't get her, or I get the other character associated with it. So I'm just extremely put off with the Eyes draws. But this is a one I can't resist, so I'm definitely going to focus on that. And it's it's the same with Belle. Actually, there's a free-to-play Belle that was given a while back, a 4-star limit. They give you a 4-star fully limit broke Belle. Adventure Belle, I believe is what it was called. Not a bad character. Slightly below what the gacha characters are, but better than a free-to-play. And then there's Ready for Act Belle, which is a free-to-play 4-star fully limit broke character, which they offered in an event a few months ago. So I've got some Belles. But in actuality, the full massive power Belle that I've got from the gachas, I've got the Argonaut at 4 stars. Unfortunately, the Argonaut is not Belle, even though it is Belle. It doesn't register as Belle in the game. Whenever you run the Belle campaign, and one of the requirements is to complete the level with Belle, and I've got the Argonaut in there, it doesn't register. I don't get that 3rd star because they don't consider the Argonaut to be Belle. They consider him to be the Argonaut, even though Belle is the Argonaut. So wording matters. But yeah, but this is a good chance to get a fully limit broke Eyes or Ryu. Both are excellent characters, and as you can see, both have excellent stats. And that Ina Tool is something no slouch either. in terms of that, because that's how I like to progress. Focus on getting the character, then fully limit breaking the character to 5, which is the max. Then you focus on the equipment and the armor, max that out to 60. Then ascend it, start putting ascension materials, which you get in the 7th zone. But to beat the 7th zone is back up. By the way, this was broken. They gave you. You should have seen tree trends. You should have saw the free essential materials in your mailbox. It was the last event. It was broken. You click on it and it would say server under maintenance back and kick you back to the main screen. I'm not sure what it was, so they gave everybody some free ascension materials because nobody could play it. But you need teams to do this, so you need a full metal team. Like I need in here, you need a full earth team. Okay, this is not my earth team, but you need a full earth team to do this. Okay, now as you can see, I was able to do it quite easy. I did it actually 9 turns with my earth team. It's a good team. I'm still lacking a player for it, but King Otaro is just so powerful that I'm still able to power through it fairly easy. The Dark Zone, I need to work on. This is my light team, and this is one of the reasons that I need one more light character. Okay, and that's why this Eyes Wallenstein would be pretty good for me, because it's a light Eyes Wallenstein and an Earth Ryu. So that fills a hole for me that needs to be, that I can fill with that Gacha. So it's a chance to 5 them out. So it's definitely something you don't want to pass up. And it's only 3,000, so instead of needing to get 8,000 for both, you only need 6. I'm in the process of rerunning my Iris up. It's not ending until the 24th. So you still have 20 days. So that's plenty of time if you focus on playing the game to actually get your Iris back up, where you can make the pulls on them, both of them, for 6,000. Now, my Iris is down right now because there was a Gacha up. One of the characters that you should focus on right now is our lizard friend Lead. He's a beast inside a war game. You'll see the special war game Gacha pop up intermittently throughout. Whenever they start war game, they sometimes throw it up. Unfortunately, I didn't get to pick up Lead whenever the event started, primarily because he was immediately after Ween. And so I went for Ween and got her and fully limit broke her and maxed her out. But then he was right after. I just didn't have enough to do any draws on him. It didn't really, it really wasn't upsetting at the time because I have an excellent fire team. But he's an excellent fire character, but he does really well in war game. He's one of the best characters for that. So I decided to go ahead and do a couple of draws for him. Unfortunately, I had to go 4 deep before I actually got him, so I had to use more Iris than I wanted to. But I do got him, and now I'll work on him in the interim. Whenever the special war game Gacha drops, I'll do some more pulls for him. But I can also start building him up in the background with getting Prism and Star Bonds to level him up. So it's not something that, but I had to get the character first. So now I do have him. So that's why my Iris is a little bit down from what it was previously. But yeah, so this fills 2 holes for me. I need another light character. I need one more Earth, one more light character to finish off those teams. And then I'll be ready to start focusing on assists. You want to start focusing on assists for your team, so that at least one of the characters that's in your assists is buffs the damage. Like if it's an Earth team, you want to have a character in there that buffs your Earth attack. If it's a water, you want to have one of your assists that buffs your water. They got them out there. It's not necessarily difficult to get them, but it's sometimes difficult to break them. Okay, assists are a lot more difficult and take a little bit longer to break than the actual main characters do. I'm not complaining about that, but that's something that you want to look at as a final, a final slot for a team, is to have a character or 2 in there that buffs the attack for that team, just because that's something that they can all benefit from. So that's what I'm going to be working on next. I've actually got a character for light. I've got a character for dark, and I got a character for fire, but I don't have one for water. And I don't have one for wind. Wind is my next team. My wind team's weak. Very, very weak. So I'm going to be looking for wind characters after this draw here, because that's the last team I need to really focus on building up. Because my water, fire, and all those other teams, I've got max level or close to max level characters in there. They do a lot of damage, and so I have no trouble treating the completing the Ascension quest to get the Ascension materials for the weapons and stuff. But yeah, I do need to get a little bit better on my light earth. Dark could use some help, as you saw. I only got but with the Fierce Ranger Taro in there, he still completes it. So Dark is something I work on. There's not a whole lot of Dark characters out there, but I do have they had the event up there 2 or 3 events ago where they had 2 Dark characters. I got both of them. One I fully limit broke. Where's she at? I think it was Argana. Yeah, Argana. I fully limit broke her. I've also got her counterpart. I only got 2 for her, so I might. I'm holding off on using the bonds for her, as I might, sell those bonds to get some dulb to purchase a star bond for another character. But yeah, so I've got her, and I've got Fierce Ranger Taro, and I can substitute Frommel, okay, occasionally. But again, he's not ready, and I don't have enough right there's Frommel. I don't have enough to max, not that Frommel. Another Frommel. Dark, so I don't have a really good Dark team, but with a Fierce Ranger Taro, it's not that bad. He does so much damage by himself, it's not a problem. So I do need another Dark character, which I'm focusing on, but Wind's going to be my next one, because I really don't have anything in terms of Wind. Okay, yeah, Wind, I just really, I've got these 2, but these 2 are free-to-play characters. Okay, and that's all I got. I've got her. She's not. She's in the Gacha. I have enough to get her to 4-star, but other than that, that's all I got. Okay, as you can see, I really have nothing in terms. See, look at all these eyes I've got, but they're nothing I can work up because I ain't got any bonds for them, because it's just so difficult to get bonds for. But yeah, so my win team is sorely lacking. I can't even complete the Ascension quest with this group right here. I can come close, but I have to use other characters. I've beat it before, but I ended up not using these characters. I did it with other characters. Just substituted the ones that worked with the best damage and managed to beat it. But I do need to start working on my Wind team. So once this pulls over, I'm going to start focusing on Wind, and the next time a Wind draw comes around, I'll be on it. So so this is a really good game, guys. If you do find your way over to this game, it's very free to play friendly. You're not going to have to worry anything like that. Basically, just get in there and do the story mode, and just start running through Bell's episode campaign, and just run through doing it all. Okay, and as you do it, you'll get Fauna, you'll get Fauna, you get Iris, you get everything that you need to start doing on characters. When the event comes up, most of the events, let's say 80% of the events, will offer a free-to-play character. Just complete the event, do it on run through it, and you'll get a free-to-play character. You have pretty much everything you need. If you're doing the episodes and doing the gachas, if you do the gacha on these events, you'll get all the fauna and the fauna that you need to actually do the actual limit break. Once you've got the bonds, have all the fauna and stuff, you get it within these events, especially the gacha. I mean, just doing the gacha. You do this gacha, you get all the fauna that you can possibly want, Exilio books for leveling up. So you really don't have to do much of anything. I don't run the story except but once a day, because I've completed all the stories. But I don't need to run them, and I've still got so much fauna I don't know what to do with. So there's really no need to actually. It's going to boost fauna quests. My fauna. See, I've got 3,500 of each fauna, so I really have no problem whatsoever. I don't run the story mode. Once you run it once, you'll have enough. And if you do the events and do the gacha, you get a bunch inside the gacha, so you're never going to run out. It's been at 35. It actually goes up. I mean, once you get this, you use them for all the characters, so you're not going to have to worry. If you play the game, you won't have to worry about purchasing anything. I've never spent any money on the game, and I play the game simply because I like the anime, and I like the setup that they have, where everything is. If you play the game, you don't need to focus too much on spending. Mass for the Dead tended to be a little bit more if you wanted to max out the characters. It was a little bit harder. You probably, I know a lot of you probably spent some money, but you won't need to do that on this if you play the game. So if you're looking for something to come to, this is not a bad choice. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember that gacha? Get those 6,000 fauna. Advisable chance to limit break an Eyes or Ryu, and that 2 good characters. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you do click on that bell, you'll be notified each time I do drop a video. If you want to help out the channel, you can like or share, the video, which is greatly appreciated. So this is Kendra. I'm coming at you from the corner, signing out.